Alright guys, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna try to make a guide for Lovebrush Chronicles or for all time. So this video is more of like a newbie speedrun-ish for the 7-day campaign. So it's like the rookie campaign for Tears of Time. So note that I'll be using lots of terms for MiHoYo, like from MiHoYo games, so that it'll be easier for you guys to understand. So don't worry if you don't play any of these games and like Lovebrush is your first otome. I'll try my best to make it like as layman's term as possible. Okay, so first of all, I know like a lot of people are gonna ask on like how much can you earn and everything and about the gacha like that. So just finish this video and hopefully this video can help you in how to progress your account. Now, first things first, if I'm going to assume that you did not join the pre-register period or you forgot to claim the free SR just like me oof, in that pre-register campaign. So I will not take those into account so that it'll be kind of fair to everybody, okay? So yeah, first things first, how much stuff can you earn in a month is actually 2260. So this is more or less like 15 pulls, at least more than 1500, because one pull or one Dutch paint set is 150 pulls, 150 gems. Okay, so how you calculate it, I only count this one, all of this in the sign in, all of this. Okay, so since the game started October 20 and not October 1, you do not include the calculation of gems for this month, but rather count it on the next month, which is November, so that it'll be fair from 1 to the end. Okay, now I'm going to safely assume that this Dutch paint set is for selective banners. So maybe in like the future events where it has like 4 SSRs, 5 SSRs like that, I'm going to assume that this one will not be included there, okay? Since I never played the CN server, nor have I played other servers, I'm going to safely put that assumption. So if in the future, like somebody comes back to this video and we're already like in the future events, then yeah, I mean, just putting a disclaimer out there, okay? So just like any other game, so that people won't cry and be like, oh, I converted my gems into Dutch paint, no, I can't use it anymore, like that. Please don't convert your gems into Dutch paint set, okay? Just to put like a safety net out there, okay? So that later on you wouldn't regret it, okay? And then the other way to earn gems is doing your dailies. So every day you can earn around I think it's like around 100 plus or 200. But yeah, the total calculation would be 2260. Okay, this is not including monthlies. Just to put out there, because I think Lovebrush is kind of generous. It's just a matter again for every gacha game on how much you can control and, you know, focus on one guy as much as possible. Okay, next is the hardest question. How does the gacha work? So based on what I've seen, the first beginner's campaign, okay, just pull 20 times just to get the guaranteed SSR. No matter what SSR it is, if you think that's your husband or you think that's the card that you need, then it's up to you if you want to reroll or not. Personally, I don't really like rerolling because it takes a lot of your energy, resources, and time. So plus in the future you might never know, you can get the SSR you want. So for me, it doesn't really matter, okay? If your argument is like meta stuff and everything, do note that this is a gacha game. So every gacha game will always have meta beating other meta. So what I mean is, for example, you play Tears of Tamis, right? And then all of the guide makers or most of the people would tell you that cards with preemptive strike is the best ones. And then later on, once you already have those preemptive strike cards, what happens in the next 4 SSR event comes, there's another preemptive strike card. So you're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna keep chasing that one. So for me, I would say like try to, you know, balance your control, or yeah, try to balance your control in terms of how you're gonna gacha. Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, this is like an atomic game. Okay, so it's like a husbando over meta. Yeah, personal opinion only. Okay. Next, the banner that I've seen. Okay, I'm only reading the rules from the permanent banner. So if in case that 4 SSR banner comes, 2 SSR banner comes, this could change. Okay, so for now, I would say that soft PT starts at 50 pulls. Okay, afterwards it will increase bit by bit for every pull that you haven't gotten the SSR. So the next quote-unquote softer PT is at 70 pulls. Now, I did not include that one in my notes because I would immediately skip to like the 80 pulls so that it wouldn't give you fake copium in a sense. So for my suggestion, I would prefer you to save up to 80 pulls, and then afterwards it's like try to tell to yourself 80 pulls or nothing. Okay, in the case that there is 2 SSRs in one banner, assume that it's 80 pulls per SSR. So for example, there are 2 SSRs in a banner. If you want 2 SSRs, the worst possible pulls that you can go is 160 pulls, because that's 80 times 2. Okay, of course, for every SSR that you've gotten, especially the rate up SSR, your PT or quote unquote rate up will reset back to 2%. Okay, so 2% is actually quite standard. It's a bit higher for now because there's only a few cards in the pool. Later on, if the instance that the card will come back or will be added to the permanent, then obviously the percent to get each card will be split. Okay, now there are 3 types of banners that I've seen so far, where by banner I mean like uses different currency. Okay, so that would be the one that you get your codex or your normal cards, and then this one, and this journey, and then you have the Dove, the one that uses Dove voucher, and then the one that uses this paint box voucher. Okay, I would call this the friendship point gacha, the signature card gacha, or Pictura gacha, and then this is your card gacha. Okay, now since I've already done the 20 pulls, think of this like a permanent banner. So as of this video is uploaded or created, don't pull anymore after you get your SSR, because obviously there's going to be a banner coming soon. Now based off what I've seen, Halloween is quite a hype in a sense, since 1 is the first event, 2, arcade card is actually quite good. So it's up to you. Okay, I would say just save for the next event if you're not interested in the Halloween event. Okay, now do note that you will not see this banner until you reach a certain point in the story and at a certain player level. Okay, so think of this like a light cone in Honkai Star Rail, or signature weapon in Genshin. Yeah, let's just think of it that way. Okay, so it's kind of hard to get Illustra Gacha because you need to do a different, like, it's a different way of earning this currency. Of course, later I'll tell you how to get it. Okay, now the PT is similar to Genshin, where it's a little bit lower than the usual, because like for example HSR and Genshin, the max PT, quote unquote max PT, is 90 pulls. Now for the weapon is around 70 to 80, somewhere there. So treat this Illustra Gacha the same way. Okay, where the max PT is 70. Okay, but of course after you get a 3-star, it will reset back to 2% of getting that quote unquote Illustra or light cone, okay, however you're gonna say it. Okay, now for the friend point gacha, the one that uses the paint box thingy, just do 10 pulls a day. It's very easy. Just do 10 pulls a day. They give you it free. And if you want to stack this origami thingy, okay, you can do so if you're after aesthetics. So if you're after this stuff, this profile picture and the frame, then you can just keep pulling only using the free chances. Like don't convert this one to voucher. Like don't do this. Okay, well, it's up to you. Okay, if you prefer more cards or more items or more aesthetics, okay, that's up to you. Right, that's more or less about the gacha. Okay, hope that makes sense. Now the next part is how to speedrun the 7-day campaign. Okay, I think this is permanent because when I read the news, there's nothing like no timer anything. Like when I read the plan ahead, they didn't put any timer ending, so I'm assume it's permanent. So you can take your time for me, okay? But I would suggest that first of all, don't forget to log in this page. Okay, they don't give the reward to you immediately. You have to go to the page just to claim it manually. So do take note of that. Secondly, the TLDR of all these plan ahead tasks is basically you just have to clear all of these practice stage once or twice. Okay, all the way until I think like difficulty 3. But difficulty 3 you need at least player level 20. Okay, difficulty 2 you just need player level 13. And there are some parts in the story where you need level requirement, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so if I were you, I would immediately rush all the way until end of common route and until at least like one guy's route, at least until here 6. Okay, since it's just a story, you can speedrun a bit. Yeah. Okay, so the level requirement for your cards is around 20 to 30, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, even though it says 16, as much as possible, try to over level by at least 5 to 10 levels. That way it'd be easier for you and you wouldn't have a heart attack while battling it. Okay, it's better to have at least 3 or more cards remaining than less. Okay, because it gets more intense. Okay, now for your card formation, I found out there's actually like quote unquote resonance, just like in Genshin where you have same elements resonance. Okay, so I'll explain how this one helps. Okay, first of all, if you're gonna train your cards, try to keep 3 cards of the same type. So initially when you're playing the prologue, they will give you R cards from time to time. You can just keep it in your party. Okay, have at least 2 SR cards, which is very doable. Okay, they already give you 1 SR card for free, and most likely if you're gonna gacha in the beginner banner, you have another SR card somewhere there. Okay, you can choose to use your SSR card as well so that it has a higher attack stat. Okay, for the sake of guide making, I will not use the SSR card. Okay, I have proof. I have proof. Okay, see, as you can see in my Conex lineup, since I got Clarence, okay, I stopped at level 25 because initially your formation is 3 cards only. 3 cards only, and then assist will unlock later on. And then after that, you unlock the 4th, the 4th, and the 5th for yourself. Okay. Now, if you notice, show you example. If you notice, for every element, okay, for every type of card, they give you a different bonus. So for example, this one, intensity, gives you increased attack. For this one, I don't memorize the types, but yeah, this symbol, it gives you more healing. This one gives you more damage, and this heart gives you ultimate charge. Now ultimate charge is when you're playing the game, for every hit that you do, it will increase that gold bar below, and then that's the time it will activate the skill where you can hear the voice line of the guy. Okay, just to clarify that. Okay, for every card that you've inserted after 3, okay, you need to have 3 cards of the same type to start the bonus. That's plus 3%, if I'm not mistaken. No, 4%. Okay, and then if you add another card, so for example, let's use this one as an example. Then I will change it to design. I will add another card. Let's say this one. Okay, you can see it increases from 4% to 7%. And then if you add another one, it will become 7%. And then if you add the support from your friend, it will become 9%. So as much as possible, just feed 2 just feed 3 cards in the beginning, because in the beginning you're only allowed like 3, right? Then you have to unlock this one. So just go for intensity. I would say intensity because attack is like the most generic stat, and that's the most important stat that you need to progress the stages, right? Just level up 3 cards. It could be as much as possible 3 SRs, but if you can't, just one R would do. Level 3 cards to level 20, at least 20 to 25, somewhere there, so that you could complete the common route. And then afterwards, once you start unlocking the rest of it, just focus on one card, one DPS card. For me, I would go for either a single target or an AoE. So if you notice in your card formation and then you choose filter, you can see below, you can see this one, AoE heal support single target. I would prefer for now, in just for the sake of finishing the campaign, just single target and AoE, like just either of it. Okay, support and heals comes later for like the Pictura dungeon thingy. Okay, so as you progress, when you level up, you will unlock the slots, right? So you will unlock the last slot at level 13, which, yeah, I just reached level 13. So yeah, you can see demo. Okay, so that you would maximize this bonus, just put everybody intensity. It's fine if you do not level up the last 3 cards, as long as you have confidence that your first card is strong enough. Okay, so yeah, because when you're progressing the main story, your friend card will follow the level of your highest level card. So I will show you an example. When I go to practice, let's say I will go to practice, I will do this EXP stage, Illustra setup. I borrow a friend. You can see level 80, level 70, etc. Okay, and then when I go to main story, okay, main story, let's say this one, okay, level 50. You see, everybody's level 50. That's why, as much as possible, try to level up your main DPS card to level 50. And then just borrow anybody that uses intensity, so that you will get the maximum bonus. Okay, if you think that your cards are dying, it's either you level up the base level or you just borrow 1 heal. Okay, but make sure that the rest of the party is under intensity. Again, this is just for the sake of speedrunning. Okay, at the later game, that's the time that you change into support and heals, or cleanse, or debuff. When you get a time in. Okay. All right. Oh, also, while you're adding other people, like literally just add anybody as your friend, because high chance is a lot of people will be higher level than you, so just be their slave. Okay, like how everybody starts. Okay, just be somebody's slave. Okay, better if they have higher card level than you. Okay, and meanwhile, while you're being their slave, you be someone's slave master by setting up your support. So remember what I said, to feed 1 DPS card to the higher level versus all the other cards. You set that DPS card to your support so that someone will borrow your card, because when they borrow your card, you get that origami currency where you can use that for your friend point gacha. Okay, friend point, or the one that uses the paint voucher thingy. So yeah, okay, so this is like my TLDR thingy. Okay, so yeah, right, since your party is comprised of 6 cards including the support, you can only choose 1 effect. So it says there that you need 4 cards in order for you to put the higher bonus. So that's why you cannot do 2 effects. So for example, you want more attack and more ultimate, you can't do it. It's only 1 stat, right? So yeah, that's more or less how it works for the card progression, right? Now let's talk about the dungeon thingy, the Pictura. Okay, you can only unlock Pictura memories until like a certain level and a certain progression. That's why I said, like, try to speedrun all the way until level 13 player level and finish the common finish the common route plus choose one guy until like story 6 at least. Okay. Now, Pictura Memories is like Spiral Abyss or weeklies. Basically, it's your weeklies. Okay. Try to yeah, because this game is basically you think that you're done, but suddenly new features unlock. They don't tell you like what level you can unlock until like, for example, the stage is there, and then that's the time they tell you, oh, you actually need this level. No, this one just appears out of nowhere. So yeah, Pictura Memories is like Spiral Abyss, where the higher the floor, the higher the requirement is. So for example, I'm at floor 1, you need level requirement 13. The more you progress the floors for the first time, the higher floor you can raid. Raid is basically like you just skip like instead of starting from floor 1. Okay? As you can see, joke. Okay, I will simulate that I will do a raid. Oh my god, sorry for the lag. I will do a raid until floor 8. Okay? As you can see, the requirement here is now 25. And then, when you do your Illustra setup, you can see that in your friends is also the same level as your main card. Okay? So yeah, that's why you need to feed one of your cards. Later, as you reach higher and higher floors, I think it's around floor 10 or 15, somewhere there. That's the time that you need some of your healing cards. But for now, try to focus first on the story, because in the campaign, it says here, right, you have to clear this one, this one, this one. So it's better if you progress the story. Also, the farther you progress the story, the more features you can unlock. So for now, I think if you're like in the beginning, you wouldn't unlock this reminiscence tab. You need around past the common route, etc. Okay, see, you can equip two Pictura, because they have like a set bonus, like another resonance for Pictura. But since this video is more like an early game thing, I wouldn't delve too much. But yeah, the reason why you need to progress the main story is because you need to do like chapter 33 just to equip the other one. Okay, don't fret too much about the Pictoria on like which is the best Pictoria or not, because later on they will release more routes. So for now, there's only 2 to 3 routes, I think. So later on, when more routes are released and more worlds are released, there'll be more cards in the Pictura banner. So yeah, for now, I would suggest you gacha until you have at least until you have like 20 Pictoras, because some of them are like repeats. You can duplicate them, merge them, etc. So at least like do like 20 pulls ish, and then just equip it on your main DPS, your main team basically. Then afterwards, you can try stacking for the future. Okay, that's my suggestion to you. Okay. So yeah, and then the last part would be the academy. Alright, so academy is basically the part where you date your men and everything. Okay, I would suggest to do the sketch first and art exhibition. Okay, because sketch gives you bonus stats. Alright, so I will just simulate. So once you get this, collect everybody's thoughts and inspiration. Oh, okay, you can just speedrun. Yeah, you can see this begin sketch thingy. This will help you increase your stats. So as much as possible, try to do sketch every day. Okay. As much as possible, if I were you, I would balance everyone, because later on, I don't know, maybe there's like a restriction, like you can only use discords, etc. So I would prefer like you balance everybody. Okay. I think you also increase affection level, because you're gonna give this to other people and all. Okay. Oh, semi controversial tip: don't give your stuff to Cael or Emerald for now, because if you look at the affection level here, Cael is at question mark. So I don't know if in the future, when they're going to let Cael out of NPC jail, they're going to reset it or not. So for now, just like a play safe, feed it to the other guys or just keep it to yourself if you're Cael stan, okay? Just a play safe, like a safety net only, okay? Next, the art exhibition. This is like your expedition stuff in all the other games in Genshin and Star Rail, okay? Where you can earn gold, right? It's very easy, just set it to 8 hours so that you can just AFK, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. You don't have to speedrun it because I feel like it's a waste of gems, right? So yeah. There's a lot of things to do in Lovebrush Chronicles, in my opinion. More than tiers, I guess. But if you're used to from MLQC or Mr. Love, then more or less you can get the hang of it. It will take some time for you to get used to it, but trust me that the art compensates for it. Trust me, bro. So yeah, that's more or less the all the tips I can think of for beginner account. Okay, so yeah, stories. Yeah, forgot to add this. Okay, again, I'm just going to put it like a TLDR thing. Try to save your diamonds and your paintbrushes as early as now. Okay, because the PT is basically will rerun to the next instance, so it's like technically 1 year ish, 1 year or 6 months. So as much as possible, try to yeah, basically 80 pulls or nothing. That's what I would suggest. 80 pulls or nothing, and then try to unlock all the features until the Pictura weekly. I think that's the last feature you're going to unlock aside from the puppet, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that way you can earn more Pictura and everything, and then just progress the story slowly but surely. Okay, this is more like a slowly but surely strategy, but yeah, I can guarantee you, I used this strategy during the open beta, the previous beta test, and I was able to clear Ain's route in less than a week. So yeah, and I was able to reach around floor 20-ish. So in a sense, it's a pretty good progression already. And at the time, I only had 1 SSR. And this account that I have right now, I'm not using any SSR. See, my main DPS is Ain and Emerald, just these two, and everyone else is just Barrow or just Slap for party filling. I did not use Clarence. Like I stopped Clarence at level 20 to 25 just for the sake of like the common route. Then afterwards I just put him aside for now and then just did this. See, even my Pictura I did not level up. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Oh wait, I forgot. For the shop, I'm still an F2PA for at this point for now. But yeah, Monty is most likely the best choice. And then all these redemptions, for now, just ignore it, except this one if you can afford it. For Pictura creation, this is more like partially endgame when you have multiple copies already. So if you have maximum copies of one card, you can choose to disassemble it and it will convert to these currencies. That's basically it. That's it's kind of like a late game. That's why I did not explain much on this one, because it's very late game. Yeah, I mean, imagine trying to get like what six SSR just to redeem one. It's gonna take a long time, man. So yeah, yeah, don't worry. I think this game's pretty like I might stay long in this game, but yeah, let's see. Let's see in the come the event. But yeah, so yeah, that's about it. Hope this video helps you in like account progression, everything. So yeah, until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.